Yo, I'm back. I'm back. Yo, 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 yo. Can you hear me? I'm done. That should be on now. Yes. what an intro, man. What an intro. Wow. Stink on hooked. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Manchester City have won a Premier League football match. Let's go! I've done it once already. I've had to do it again. That is a stinker from me. I think I was still connected to my headphones, the Bluetooth. So shocking. But yeah, start with the positives. We've won a Premier League game. We've won in front of our home fans again. There's plenty to talk about. Like I've said in the description, maybe some uncomfortable conversations that people aren't ready to have yet. But no hate, no disrespect, just a general nice convo, which we'll get to a little bit later on. If you've not done already, please hit the subscribe button and the like button. We're so close to 2K now. Come on, people. We're about 170 away. So let's see if we can get there before the end of the season. We should be able to piss that, man. Come on. I want to see work rate from the subscribers and from the chat. Need to see a high press on the subscribe button. So big up, everyone. Thank you for joining. Well, pretty good performance overall, I thought. Yeah. Second half was a little bit stinky, but I think that came from the fear of losing the last couple of games. So I think he kind of was happy to sit on that 2-goal lead. Let's be real. It could have been more. The penalty was horrific. I think that came down to a new referee making his debut, trying to make a bit of a statement by not listening to the VAR and going against what he'd been told against the monitor. I mean, I'm not really asked because we won in the end anyway, but if we see it later down the line and it ends up hurting us, then it's been coming, hasn't it? Because these fucking referees week in, week out are just horrific, man. Semenyo had a good chance as well outside of his goal with a beautiful ball over the top from Mark Gay, man. Beautiful stuff. But yeah, I liked it. I liked it a lot. The first half especially. Yeah. The interchangeable pieces, the fluid front line that we had that was kind of popping up on the left, on the right. They just had a little bit more freedom to kind of make these runs that are a little bit harder to pick up for the defence. This is why, time and time again, we saw Marmush getting in behind with a ball over the top. We saw Semenyo getting in behind with a simple ball over the top. It just feels more dangerous and more fluid for me. We're not as one-dimensional when we run this kind of system. And I've actually been saying this for a long time, since maybe May, June. That conversations might need to be had, genuinely. But let's talk about the positives first. First and foremost, the fact that the fan base was all absolutely buzzing to see Matheus Nunes back in the side. I think that says a lot about the player that he's become this season for us. He's absolutely indispensable to this football club at the moment. And we've learnt that the hard way the last couple of weeks. So to see the kind of uplift in attitude and uplift in confidence from the fan base when his name was mentioned in the starting 11 that was announced earlier today, it was great to see, man. Because I've been on this guy's side from the get-go. I knew good things were coming. I said all along he's got every attribute in the world to be a world-class right-back, in my opinion. He's just got to refine those little mistakes, which comes with time, which comes with game time, which comes with repetition, learning the position. It's a brand new position for him. Right? And he's adapted beautifully to it, man. Quick, strong, puts a whip in like no other right back you really see in world football right now. That cross to Marmush, beautiful stuff, man. Absolutely incredible. And we've missed that so much the last few weeks. His defensive capabilities as well, so underrated. Yeah? It's hard to run past this guy because he's that rapid, he's that strong. So big up Núñez, man. Big up Núñez, my baller. Yeah? My toxic girlfriend is in a good place with me right now. And it's shown, like I've said, the last few weeks when it's been Lewis there, it is night and day. And I'm not doing it to show shade on Lewis. I just don't think he's a very good right back. No nasty sweary words about it. I just don't think he's that good. So when Núñez comes back into the team, lo and behold, 6 minutes in, bang, whipped across the face of goal, into the perfect danger area, 1-0 up. Bang. Unbelievable. Shout out to the guy that got on the end of it as well. Omar Marmush. I know he got man of the match in the ground. I know a couple of the lads that I speak to gave him man of the match as well. The desire, the effort to get on the end of that cross is something that I've not seen for weeks either. Yeah, big up Omar, man. I've talked time and time again about when you get your opportunity, you need to take it with both hands. That guy gave 100% effort today, which is all I've been asking for the last month. Work rate on point. Pressing on point. Running in behind, causing the defenders issues on point. He was so close to getting that second goal when we should have had the penalty. Obviously, it comes off the post. But he was unbelievable today. I think that the whole team in general was so much better with that, with out of possession as well, with the likes of Marmush pressing from the front, Semenyo pressing from the front. We saw Bernardo drop it back into a position where we all say we prefer him, sat in front of the back four next to Rodri. So much better. So much better. So yeah, Marmush, big props to him as well, man. Great performance. I'm going to talk about the debutant as well. A guy who I really, really like a lot. And a guy who kind of split opinion in the fan base when the rumours first started at the beginning of January, which I find completely mind-boggling, if I'm honest. Completely mind-boggling. The way that people were kind of saying, we don't really need him. He's not worth the wages or the money. We'll be fine going forward with what we've got. Eh? Are you sure? But hopefully that silenced all the doubters. Hopefully that shut up all the haters. Mark Guéhi, he was my man of the match today. That might be glazed because it was his debut as well, but that should add to the fact that I'm giving him man of the match as well. Debut at home, yeah, in front of new fans, in front of a new manager, next to a guy who's not played before. We all know Cousinov doesn't exactly speak loads of English. I thought he was absolutely fantastic. And the fact that he didn't have like loads to do or loads of standout moments, that tells me more about the great performance that he put in. I don't want to see my centre-back too much in the game and think, oh, he's making this last-ditch tackle or he's on the ball this much. And do you know what I mean? He just gets about his business quietly, so unbelievably calm on the ball. Dribbles with both feet, passes with both feet. He's not afraid to clip a pass over the top of the defence either, like we saw with the Semenyo chance that he just didn't quite catch right. But that would have been an unbelievable assist as well. I think that partnership is a perfect mixture of pace, aggression, calmness on the ball. I think those two are going to really bounce off each other, and I hope that we can see them a lot over the next few weeks. But like I say, I'm not getting too carried away just yet. It is his first game, but I mean, I've seen enough of him for England. I've seen enough of him for Palace, even in games against us, where I thought that he's quality. So I had no doubt in my mind that he would come and fit seamlessly into this team. Do you know what? I can gas it up and I can glaze it because have you seen our defensive performances recently, boys and girls? Come on. We should be able to get gassed. Yeah? We've been cut apart off Bodo Glimt and Man United the last 2 games. Absolutely sliced apart. So the fact that he can just come and slide into the middle of that back 4 and we keep a clean sheet instantly, do you know what I mean? That's worth the glaze to me. So big up Mark Gay, man. My man of the match for today. I know a few people gave it Marmush. I was close to giving it Nunes as well, but that's probably glaze as well, just because of how much of a difference he makes compared to who's next in line in that position. It's what Nunes is arguably the first name on the tee sheet right now, which is crazy to say, considering where everyone stood with him maybe this time last year. Fucking crazy to say, but it's true, because look who's next up if he's not available. Absolutely wild, man, that we're in this position. But yeah, Rodri was a lot better teal, and it's because he had Bernardo sat next to him today, who was also very, very, very good. Also a guy that gets a lot of hate for the fan base. But again, the last few games, for some reason, hasn't been playing where he's effective. The last effective game that we saw Bernardo Silva have was the semi-final against Newcastle, sat in front of that back 4, doing the dirty work, winning the ball back, nice niggly little fouls and dirty free kicks given away, which we missed massively in the derby. He's not afraid to go and pick up the ball off the back 4 either and get us out of trouble. He's good at jinking out of little tight areas or finding a pass through the lines. So as long as Bernardo's actually playing in that position, he's absolutely brilliant. He's absolutely amazing for me. He's just got to stay there. No more right wing Bernardo in 2026, man. No more like second striker Bernardo just behind Haaland in 2026. Like, we can't be doing shit like that no more. And if we want Rodri to get back to Ballon d'Or Rodri, then he needs to have that protection next to him, because he's not quite up to speed with it yet. He's not quite reading the game in defensive transitions well enough yet. So when he's got that guy, then he cooks. But Rodri was so much better today. Completely night and day compared to what we saw in midweek and against United. So big up, man, to the midfielders as well. Very good. Cherky. A tricky one with Cherky, right? Because he tries so much, like, mad shit. He's always the one trying to unlock the door. He's always the one trying to, like, take a risk with his passing, take a risk with his dribbling. Do you know what I'm saying? And I think he was pretty lively in the first 20, 30 minutes. Missed a couple of important passes at the vital moment. But again, he's that kind of player, isn't he? He's either like world beater, where he's skinning 3 men and finding a pass out of nowhere, or he just loses possession that little bit too much, doesn't he? But again, I think it will come with time. It will come with getting used to the pace of the Premier League. I thought Reinders was pretty poor and average again. I know I've been on this guy's case a little bit over the year, and I know it's his first season as well, so I don't want to be overly harsh. But again, my question is, what does he really do? Like, he's all right at passing. Like, he's not that quick. Like, he's got a decent finish. His defensive work rate isn't that great. Like, so what does he really... he's not that creative. So I keep just asking the question, like, what does he bring? And I know he's got decent numbers, goals and assist-wise, and that's probably his biggest strength for me. When he's kind of making that ghosted run into the area, or maybe like running on past Erling Haaland in games. But aside from that, I don't think he offered too much today. And I have said that a lot about him in the past. I will cut him some slack. Well, like, I'm not going to go in on the guy and start slagging him off. But I just really need him to give me some more, bro. I do need to give me some more. Because he's still not quite got up to speed with the game in the Premier League, I don't think. He's still playing Serie A ball in the Prem, man. and it just doesn't run. He's an experienced international footballer. Like, how long is it going to take? Do you know what I mean? It's not like he's come in and he's 20, 21, like Cherky and stuff like that. Like, and we expected a guy like this at this age in his prime to come in and hit the ground running. Do you know what I'm saying? And 6 months later, I'm still kind of waiting for him to make that breakthrough. But I know we've been here before, the likes of Rodri, Mahrez, even a little bit of Gundogan in the past when he first joined. So I'm not writing him off just yet. I just need to see more. And do you know, like in these games now against lower league opposition where he's got his chance from the start, this is when he should be capitalising, because otherwise he's going to struggle for minutes. Because why is Pep going to play him in a big game, against a top 10 side over the next few weeks, if he's not quite cutting it against like a Wolves? Do you know what I'm saying? You've got to look good in these games. Otherwise, you're just going to be left in the cold. So, yeah, pretty disappointed with Reinders, to be honest. Semenyo, I've got to talk about this guy, yeah? I've got to talk about this guy. This guy brings something different than anything I've seen from a Man City winger in years. And he's not the best footballer. He's not the greatest on the eye. He's not like the best passer. He's not the best dribbler. Can be quite messy and clunky when you watch him. But what this guy does, is he puts the ball in the back of the net and he's not afraid to have a go, right? He has got that ruthless gene in front of goal, and I can just tell as soon as he gets it, he just sniffs a chance. He knows what he needs to do. There's no hesitation whatsoever. He doesn't give the defender an opportunity to make like a last-second block like our other wingers do. As soon as he gets a sniff of goal, he shifts the ball and bang. Yeah, he probably should have scored that one that Gay set him up for. He took his goal extremely well on his left foot. And then a little bit later in the game as well, he had that beautiful chance on the edge of the box where split second shifts it onto his left foot and bang, curls it, and so lucky to hit the crossbar, because that would have been an unbelievable goal. But even though we missed, that's the ruthlessness that I need from these players, man. That is the ruthlessness that I ask for. I don't care if you can do 1,000 PPUPs and around the world and do 10 step overs and beat 3 men. If by the end of it, you're just going to miss the fucking target or go byline and shank across into the box. Yeah? You can have the scruffiest, messiest game of your life. But if you have 1-2 chances and put the ball in the back of the net, that's fine by me, Antoine. That is fine by me, my son. So, big up to you. Ruthless finish. Ruthless again in the chances that you had. Even though they didn't quite come off, the intention is still there. They are confident strikes by our winger, Antoine Semenyo. And that is something that I've not seen since Riyad Mahrez on my life. I've not seen that at this club since Riyad Mahrez. It's aggressive. It's intentional. It's mega. So keep it up, my guy. Great performance by Semenyo as well. Lethal indeed. Big up RN with the great word to throw in there. Right, we pretty much touched on everyone now. Kuzanov, great again. What can be said about that guy? He does what I expect from him. I've been on this guy's nuts since he joined, really. So not much more to be said about him. I thought Nico Riley looked a lot better than he has done in the last few weeks today. Strong down that left-hand side, gave us the width that we needed. I've done Marmush, guys. Said he was one of the... Well, Gay was my man of the match. Marmush was a lot of people's man of the matches. And what he brought that we've missed so much the last week is a high press, work rate. He showed aggression to get on the end of that cross, which I've not seen. And we're going to get onto this in a minute. I think this is the best performance that I've seen in the new year. To be well, apart from maybe the Newcastle game. I mean, and there's not a lot of competition really, is there? But I do rate Marmush. I do rate him. I think he's been massively underused this year. Massively underused. Like before that African Cup of Nations, when people were starting to moaning about people getting leggy and people getting fatigued, I cannot believe that he was never used. He's always brought on in like the 90th minute and shit like that. And then, but you can only blame Pep for that. That is why, like I've always said, I'll never be Pep out, but he's not above criticism. He has underused too many players in the squad this year. And I don't know whether that's down to lack of trust or what it is, but maybe he started to realise now. Maybe he has started to realise. I won't say I'm supporting them for YK. I'll definitely never support them. But I'd be happier if they won than if Arsenal won. Put it that way. So, yes, is the answer to the question, I think. But who's ready for some difficult conversation time? Because I've got a few questions to ask you. Don't be all showering me with hate now, like I've been getting off Twitter all day. Just asking a couple of indirect questions here. Yeah? Not disrespecting no one. Not calling anyone any names. But once again, I think the team performs better in this kind of system than they do with Erling Haaland up front. I said it last year. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that we have to stick to this forever and like get him out the club and sell him. Yeah, I'm not going that drastic. So don't be calling me disrespectful and all this shit like people do on Twitter, because I care about my football team winning matches, right? This is Manchester City Football Club. It's not Haaland Football Club. Yeah? I care about Manchester City winning trophies. I don't care about Erling Haaland winning a golden boot and us just spamming balls to him over and over and over again if my team aren't winning. Right? So I am asking these questions based off what is best for our football club right now. Okay. The conversation started last year, in my opinion, when Haaland had that 6-game stretch out of the team, and we probably played our best football in the whole of last season in that 5-6 game stretch. Nobody can deny it. Nobody can deny it. Because they were our best performances last year. Right? That was the start of it. That's when the whispers start coming in. All right? Now this year, again, it's getting a little bit stale and one-dimensional for me. Like, always around the same time of year where we seem to get found out and we become like, we just try and spam Haaland ball constantly. Get to the byline, cross. Get to the byline, cross. Get to the byline, cross. Whilst Haaland stood on the back post waiting for it. Like, you're going to get found out eventually. You can't just keep trying to go the same fucking route every time. And this is, my argument is, when we play this kind of false nine style with interchangeable pieces in the front line, it's so much harder for defenders to mark and pick up and to deal with. So much harder. You have people coming short and dragging defenders away. You have your wingers trying to run into central areas like we saw with Marmush and Semenyo today. They drift in from the left-hand side into a central area, click ball over the top, you through on goal. So what do we do? Because we've got a guy here on a 10-year contract on 500k a week, and it's not been working. It hasn't been working. And I think he was lucky to get till now, before he did get dropped, because I don't think he should have played against Bodo. He should have never played against Exeter City. That was wild. I know a lot of people have been calling for maybe Marmush playing off Haaland and shit like that, but even out of possession as well. Like, out of possession today was night and day compared to what it usually is. Night and day. Marmush pressing from the front. Semenyo pressing from the front. Like, I just don't understand it. A lot of the people in this fan base seem to love Haaland more than the actual team. Because if he's a detriment to us right now, which I believe he probably has been, because of the way we've been struggling to score goals and the way that we can't win the ball off people higher up the pitch because of his lack of press, then unfortunately he can't play. Because when he's not putting his chances in the net, then it's like playing with 10 men, because he doesn't press the best. He doesn't hold the ball up the best. He barely even runs in behind nowadays either. So, yeah, like I say, it's a difficult conversation, but where do we go? Do we drop him for Galatasaray as well? Do we stick to the winning formula? But again, people will always say to me, but he's scored this many goals, or he's the best striker in the world. I don't really care if he's the best striker in the world. I want my football team to be the best football team in the world. Do you understand? Yeah? Because we're not right now. We're shit. And if we go 2 years without a trophy, but you're still telling me that we've got the best striker in the world, what kind of fucking celebration is that? What's the point? I'd rather have the best team in the world than the best striker in the world. Do you know what I'm saying? It's mind-blowing to me that I feel like I can't even have the conversation and ask the question about him being dropped, like, moving forward, because people are just on me straight away. Because I don't agree with this whole spam Haaland, like, we've got to build around him and give him these 50, 60 goals a year. Because I think that's bullshit, man. If we're not winning trophies and it's not working, then fuck that. I don't want to just be spamming 50, 60 goals a year through one guy. Take me back to the days where we were scoring over 100 goals every season and the goals were spread throughout the team. Like, it doesn't matter if one person scores 50, 60 goals if it doesn't fucking mean anything at the end of it. I'd rather Foden have 20, Semenyo have 20, Cherky have 15, Reinders have 15, Semenyo have 15, Doku have 10. Do you know what I'm saying? But that will never come if we just keep spamming this system where it's just all catered to get the ball in the box, get the ball in the box, get the ball in the box. Just over and over and over again. Because it's easy to deal with. So that's where I stand with it. I don't necessarily agree with this suggestion that we've got to build the team around this guy. Because, yeah, that might do well for his personal accolades. More goals every year, more golden boots every year, break Shearer's record. But does it look like we're going anywhere right now, people? Does it look like we're getting any better? Does it look like we're getting closer to that elusive trophy again? I don't think it does. I think we've been getting worse as the season's gone on. So there we go. Again, like I've said, difficult conversation. And it's not black and white. Like, I'm open to trying new things and all stuff like that. But that's just where I stand with it right here, right now. That maybe we see how we get on the next few games. Like last year, just running this system. I'm more than open to it. And I don't know about you lot. Let's ask you then now. Let's just talk about the Galatasaray game specifically then. Chat, I want you to put Start or bench, okay? Do we start or bench Haaland against Galatasaray midweek? I want to know where you all stand. Bench. Most benches, to be fair. Most benches. This is what I mean. It's hard to change a winning formula when we've been that shit for the weeks before. Mostly bench from people. Probably a start from Seagag here. Bench from Cheryl. No chance must play from Ethan. Bench. So it's probably majority bench. Even Herbal said bench. Maybe with Marmush behind him. Start. See, it's split. Probably more bench than start. So people are starting to wake up to it a little bit, and at least we're open to the thought, because I'm personally getting sick of people telling me that Erling Haaland's the best striker in the world, because it means fuck all to me if we're not winning football matches. Like, good for him. Do you know what I'm saying? I like the guy. I like what he's done for us. He's done great things for us, but there's no point being the best striker in the world if you're not fucking contributing. So I need more contribution. You can't sit on the same 25 goals that you scored in the first 15 games and then just do fuck all for the rest of the year. This is my argument, man. This is my argument, because I do get it. I do get the sentiment, the treble year and stuff like that. But where does that leave us now, though, man? Where does that leave us now for the last 2 years? Do you know what I'm saying? Grealish was good in the treble year. Does that mean we can, like, bring him back and throw him in the starting 11 as well? Like, things do change. Things do move on. Football moves on. The style of play changes. We've already seen a massive change with how the Premier League works this year. Defenses are a lot more solid than what we're used to. Sat a lot deeper. Teams are a lot more stubborn and awake to having to deal with a one-pronged attack. Do you know what I'm saying? We don't have Kevin De Bruyne no more. Ashley, do you know what I'm saying? We don't have Kevin De Bruyne no more. We don't have that absolute unicorn creative player who can find Haaland from absolutely anywhere on the pitch. We don't have that no more. So is that not a worry as well? Like, because a lot of people blame the other players around him rather than actually blaming Haaland himself. But, like, what's the point in him being there if there's no, like, creation, or, like, we can't find him when he's on his own, surrounded by these fucking back fours that just sit on him. They know that he's just going to go back post every time and just sit on him, front and back, knocking him about. He's not even shown that he's been the strongest the last couple of weeks, man. He was getting bullied off the ball off Martinez the other week. Do you know what I'm saying? And I'm not criticising him. This isn't criticism. It's just an open conversation about how we want to move forward as a football team. He himself will admit that he's been terrible the last few weeks. He himself has come out and said it's unacceptable the way they've played. So it's an issue that needs to be brought up. And like, Mo, we are too predictable. That's exactly my argument. I see what you're saying, but the guys score basically all. But that's a problem. That's a problem. This is what people aren't understanding what I'm trying to say. That in itself is a problem, because this whole team is catered to just feeding him. So when he's playing, we're not really creating chances for other people. There isn't anyone kind of running into the box and stepping on his toes and stuff like that. Like, I don't want us to be a team where it's just one guy scoring all our goals, because we're more than capable of chipping in from all over the pitch. But it's just very difficult to do that when we're so one-dimensional. And the whole team and whole style of play is built to just feeding Haaland. I liked what I saw today. I liked what I saw last year when he was out. Just all-round fluidity and pressing the team is loads better, I think. Big up, Martin. Thanks for jumping in, man. I understand frustration, Jay, but no Haaland will take club back. Hate saying this, but some fans are here due to him. Shirt sales, tickets, etc. I get it, mate. I get it. I 100% get it. And no way am I saying that the guy should leave, Martin. Yeah, this isn't like a witch hunt to get him out of the club and stuff like that. And like I've said, I'm open to maybe a different style of play. Maybe Haaland adapting to a new style as well. That could be worked on. But I just think that it's gone stale, mate. It's gone stale. It's gone one-dimensional. It's gone easy to deal with. Like, teams can just deal with it nowadays. Let's not forget, people bring up the treble season, but we're on the brink here of going trophyless for 2 years. Now, it doesn't matter how many goals Haaland scored if we've not won another trophy. Do you know what I'm saying? He could score 100 fucking goals this season, and smash the record, right? But if we don't win a trophy, then it's completely redundant in my eyes, because I support City, not just Haaland. Big up, Alex, man. Shout out to you when you can finally catch up to this bit. He's first ready-made superstar. I get it, man. I get it. And there's no way I want him out of the club. I completely understand. It's just a system conversation I'm having. Yeah, Martin, I'll see if I can get you in now, mate. One sec. Shall I send it you on Twitter? One sec, pal. I'll DM it you now. One sec, people. See if we can get Martin in, man. Because, yeah, like I said, I'm open to the conversation. I'm open to hear like people's arguments, but I just don't think it's that crazy to say nowadays. Like, people go on to me like I'm being dead disrespectful to this guy and like I'm a hater and shit like that. But like I say, I just want my football team to win, man. It's not fucking hard. Let's see if Martin jumps in, eh? I've DM'd it, you pal. But again, a lot of the fan base aren't that opposed to it. A lot of people wanting to stick to this for the Galatasaray game. But every time I bring it up, people, it's like people are scared that Haaland watches what they say on socials and on YouTube and shit like that, because you can't question the guy. You cannot question the guy without getting fucking smoked and flamed left, right, and centre. But I even saw a few people questioning his work rate when he came on today. I wasn't at the game. My leg's still fucking broke, so I wasn't actually at the game. But I've seen a couple of things on Twitter about him like walking around and shit when he come on as well. Here's Martin now. Anyway, let's get him on, man. Big up, Martin. What you saying, mate?
Big up, mate. Sorry, I'm off camera. I'm just at the hospital.
Nah, don't be daft. It's the J Talk Sport debut, man. Welcome. I hope it's as successful as Gay's was today.
Yeah, not bad, is it? Not bad.
Right, where are we at then, Martin?
Oh, this Haaland thing, it's... Do you know what it is for me? Listen, I hear all the debates and constructive criticism, and this is why, for me, I think this is why City have never done this superstar signings, that we've never sort of gone down this road. Because I hear it. You know, we've had Aguero, we've had I hear it.
Yeah.
Or even KDB, they came with a bit of not a reject sort of background, but they came
But
with
he wasn't
a bit
like
of
a worldwide superstar when he joined, was he?
It was point to be proved. But like Aguero was still up and coming. Haaland's the first proper made guy that come in and broke everything. And I get it.
Yeah.
And I think I'm going to say this. He wasn't our first target.
No.
Let's be straight. Our first target was Mr. Bayern Munich.
Mm-hmm.
That was our first target.
Originally.
Yeah. And that one made sense because I think that was the closest to Sergio Aguero as you're going to get for tracking back, working, off the ball stuff, on the ball stuff, everything. I think it's growing pains because he is our first proper guy in the door.
That's
like Real
why
Madrid and
people
all.
do protecting those slightly as well, Martin. You know, because they have become that kind. He has become that kind of hero.
Do you know what, Jay? I think we do this for everyone. I'll be honest, people ain't gonna like this, but I think the board get away with a lot of criticism because people they're too scared to say anything to the board because if Sheikh Mansour ups and goes, that's everyone's hopes and dreams down the Swanee, isn't it? In their mind. So let's be honest. I think Khaldoon gets a lot of. I think Khaldoon said some things wrong and done some things wrong.
Yeah.
In the past, you know, we all remember the comment. You know, we're going to have you're going to have a summer that will smash records and make the football world stand up. Well, we kind of didn't.
No,
in the end, did we?
After that
so,
speech,
you know, but you never hear anyone say anything. Yeah.
So where do you stand then with this kind of stance that I've put out there today? Did you feel the difference, like in everything that I've spoke about today, compared to what we've seen the last few weeks?
First half, yeah.
Yeah, it was so much better, wasn't it?
Second half, I think Marmush went missing. Now, I don't know if that's because they couldn't find him again or... Do you know my issue? My issue is not even this transitional play. I still want control, but why can't we have control with tempo like we got in the first half?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because you still got the
we've seen this before where we get a lead and we kind of just sit off and trying to defend it. Now, I don't know whether that's down to fear and being scared a bit after what's happened the last few weeks and just really wanting to defend that lead. But we've not got that killer instinct in over two halves of a football match this season. And it's kind of annoying, man.
Yeah, we haven't. And do you know what? See, I don't think it's... I know you have and others have, and I get it. The mentality. I don't think it's mentality. I think it's the bereft of confidence.
Yeah.
I think when your confidence... Yeah. When your confidence is low, you won't risk certain things that you'll risk when your confidence is sky high. You'll always go for the safety pass. You'll always go for the simple 5 yards pass rather than a KDB try and knock balls 30, 40 yards. I think that's what Foden's issue is. I think Foden's suffering with confidence. Because if you go back to Foden 2 months ago, he was knocking 30-yard balls over the top to people. He was taking chances. Now nobody's taking a chance. Nobody is.
Only Cherky really, innit? And even he gets a lot of criticism for losing the ball too much. And I mean,
I thought he was quiet today. I thought he was quiet today.
He's probably usually the one that does try these things more than anyone else.
He's braver. Yeah, I'd say he's braver. The scary thing is that's the thing that gets on Pep's tits the most.
Yeah, the fact that he does
try. That you will try. The Haaland one is such a conundrum because the problem is the guy's on $500,000 basic, about 800 grand with bonuses. I don't know if they showed it on the TV or what, but he looked like a pit bull chewing a wasp today warming up. He did not look happy.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
And here's the thing, Jay. You stick him on the bench for 2 or 3 games, he's gonna kick a fuss.
But
he's going to do a Mo Salah.
That should be a good thing as well, though, because we've got to show him as well that he's not untouchable and he's not undroppable. Because even in the game the other day when he got brought off against Bodo Glimt, he was giving it all like, I'm not happy, like, what you're bringing me off for?
Yeah.
And he's got to learn that if you're not performing and you're not doing this, then you've got to fucking hold the bench, unfortunately. And maybe it'll give him the kick up the arse that he needed, to be fair.
Hopefully. Yeah. I mean, listen, I think he'll be back in on Wednesday. I think he's back in on Wednesday.
Would you put him back in though, Martin, personally? Or would you keep the winning formula after today?
Trouble is, I keep not having Haaland, because it's one of them, if you'd have lost today, you always go back and go, if we'd have had Haaland on the pitch. But you don't know what Haaland's turning up. This is the problem, isn't it?
No.
And sometimes I think it's the players around him. I do.
Not all the time, though, because he has been lazy, man, this last few weeks.
Oh, yeah, of course. He's been very lazy. And he's looked like, well, why should I run? Which is then, I think if it was like Brighton and he was trying a bit harder and he was missing the chances, I think people would forgive that. But you know this long in the tooth here, Jay. The one thing Manchester City fans in that stadium demand is sweat on the shirt.
100%.
It's the bare minimum we ask. It's the bare minimum we ask is go away with sweat on your shirt.
Yeah.
And this is why I don't buy in that he's tired argument. Well, you've got to move to be tired.
Yeah, exactly.
How's he tired?
He probably runs less than anyone on the pitch, don't he? And you've still got like Bernardo Silva running himself into the ground.
If Bernardo Silva had said, I'm tired, do you know what? I can buy that when I look at the kilometres he's running round. Yeah. And by the way, he was fabulous today, by the way.
I thought he was amazing. Do you know what I mean, Martin? Because he's played as many games as Haaland has this year, run twice as much, he's half his size, got half his physicality, but he still gives 100% every single game.
Yes.
Regardless.
And do you know what? Today, I don't know if you noticed, he was left back, right back, centre back, CDM.
Everywhere.
And people say to me, what does he bring to this team? There is not a versatile player in this team like Bernardo Silva. No. And we will miss him when he's gone.
100%.
We will miss him.
But he has that's his best position today, though, innit? Like in the Newcastle semi-final, when you put him in front of the back four to do that dirty work, to pop up everywhere, to win the ball, do nasty little fouls, pick the ball up off the back four and get us out of time.
He's a shit house. He's an old-fashioned shit house.
So much better,
and I don't think we have enough of that. Mark Gay, by the way, was fabulous. Yeah. Now, I'm not going to get... Listen, you know, me and you have seen so many debuts that I've got to went amazing, and then a week later we're like, what we doing?
Yeah, Mangala.
Well, yeah, you took the words out of my mouth. We all thought we'd bought a beast that day because he owned Diego Costa. Little did we know it was just because it was Diego Costa and not because Mangala was a superstar. Yeah. So you think to yourself, Jesus, I'm too long in the tooth on these debuts, but he looks really comfortable. But him and Hushinov had a really good connection.
They did, yeah.
And by the way, we're going to stop disrespecting Mateus Nunes.
Got to, mate.
That's got to stop.
Got to. But do you know what, Martin? It was so good to see today that when the team came out for the first time on Twitter, everyone was going, oh, Nunes, he's back, buzzing and all this. Yeah. Imagine that a couple of months ago.
No, because everyone goes back to, he made a mistake 7 months ago. All right.
He's class, Nunes.
I get it.
Yeah.
But you know what? And this is why I think, I'll be honest with you, I think he'll end up getting a contract extension and staying around for me.
So
I think he's someone who's earned it.
Well, I don't see anyone who's available as a right back in the world right now, who's available, Martin, that's going to come in and be better than him. So if we are going to go and get a right back, I think it would be someone who's a bit younger to be his understudy.
And that ball,
a little bit.
Hey, listen, if that ball had come in from Doku or Semenyo, we'd be waxing lyrical about it.
Exactly, yeah.
Because it was quick, it was fast, it was low, it was everything you want. Because and by the way, I do like him. I'm not going to criticize him. Jeremy Doku came on and did jack shit.
Yeah.
Again, which is bugging me. He's got a lovely first touch. He's having a lovely first touch. He's got a first touch that is close to Mahrez levels. Yeah. But it's then what he does when he's there's one in the 74th minute. He brings the ball down so eloquently. He's beautiful. And then he stood in front of his man and lost the ball. And I'm like, you've lost the ball standing still.
Too much hesitation, isn't there? Which is the opposite to what we've seen from Semenyo, who his first instinct, which is what I saw today, is ball out of your feet and shoot straight away.
Go forward. Go forward. He's aggressive. He's attacking. He's comfortable with the ball. He's not afraid to shoot on sight.
Both feet.
He gets his head up. Yeah, he's I think he's going to be a beautiful player, and I think he's going to be an asset. And I just the Haaland stuff. It is a conundrum because you don't want to lose him, but you know if you start benching him too long,
he's not going to want to stick around, is he?
He's not going to stick. So, because listen, he's got the world. It's like this. Why I do this, you know, everyone knows Foden's my favorite guy because I just love the guy. But same with Foden, same with Rodri, Foden, and Haaland. They're all coming in, especially Foden and Rodri. They're coming into contract extensions. They are going to sign their extensions. Well, I hope Rodri is. I know Foden will. That'll go down like a lead balloon with some.
Well, I mean, Savio and Rico Lewis got one in the summer, so I'm sure.
Yeah, I think the Rico one was more protect his valuation.
Yeah.
More than because he only got a year's extension and a very small increase. The Savio one, Pep just loves him. Pep loves the guy.
Yeah.
Pep loves Savio. I think Pep's taken Savio as his own personal pet little project.
Mad, isn't it? Because I don't see how he gets back in now. Now that Semenyo's here, don't see how he gets back in.
Well, this is my thing when I was discussing this earlier with someone about, the Elliot Anderson thing. So I know Jack Dawn's come out with something today.
Yeah.
About if Rodri signs, well, do they go for Elliot Anderson? And then someone, because you got Bernardo leaving. I said, well, where does that leave Reinders, Foden, Churkin, Marmush? There's a lot of Nico G.
Yeah.
True, I'm telling you now, Jay.
People forget about
Nico G's not sitting on the bench for the remainder of his career, and
no.
But Rodri's not signing.
Well. People will try and come in for him if he's just not getting minutes.
Rodri's not signing a $400,000 a week contract to play once a month.
Mm.
These are the conundrums we've got, and I think Viana's not only got he's not only got to deal with the profile of players. I think he's got to live with contracts now, and I think this window coming up in the summer is going to be our most important in about 5 years.
Yeah.
Our most important, because you've got to make a decision. Say you do sell Haaland or you sell Rodri or whatever.
Yeah.
That sends a sign out. Doesn't send the best sign.
No. But a sign because of change,
maybe, great ruthlessness.
Yeah.
Don't deny that. But then I don't want to hear, let's go and get Rodrigo. Let's go and get all these guys, because we're just going to end up back in the same situation in 2 years. I'm sorry, maybe it's me. I'm too old school for this. I just think Manchester City and world stars, superstars, just don't think they go hand in glove sometimes.
Nah, we've never really moved like that, have we? All of our players, bar Haaland, have turned into a world-class talent at the football club. We've never really bought anyone who's been world-class coming into the club. Even before Pep, Yaya Torres, David Silvers, Vincent Kompany all became world-class at the club. And I completely agree. There's only Haaland, really, that's been brought in as a big marquee signing that was probably ready-made at the time.
Well, there's him and Donnarumma.
Mahrez had won his league with Leicester and stuff like that, but still didn't go to the next level until he was.
But he came from Leicester. It hit that Leicester part. You know yourself. We've never gone to a. It's with City. We never go to a Madrid or an Inter or even an Inter. Trying to think. A Bayern Munich can take their players out. We never take a Musiala out. We never take an Elise at the top of his game out. We never go to Madrid and take a Valverde out.
Yeah, I know.
That's my bit. That's the bit. That's something I don't think we've ever kind of done. We go like the next. I think don't know why. We go and take Forest's best player out.
Yeah.
Bournemouth's best player out.
Yeah.
We don't go to Arsenal and take Saka.
No, I know, yeah.
I just think, I don't know whether it's an ethos, a stance. I don't know.
Yeah.
It is something that's always baffled me a little bit within the club of, I mean, listen, it's never done us wrong for 10 years, has it?
No, exactly. But if we were to lose these stars, Rodri, Haaland, potentially, then people would want to see those kind of caliber of players coming through the door to replace them, wouldn't they? Because, I mean, people just want results here and now and to be fed.
There's no patience anymore. There's no patience anymore.
Especially, Martin, with the uncertainty about Pep's future as well. I think people are desperate to try and get this done whilst he's still here. We're not going to have the best manager in the world forever. So,
do you know what we're going to do with that, Jay? And my only criticism of Pep, and this is a boredom Pep, And it's not even about his tactics or anything. It's we need to know long term what's happening.
Yeah.
If Pep does stay, fine, but sign a 3 or 4 year deal.
Yeah. So
This 18
stand.
months has got to stop. We can't keep going. I mean, how many times have we had this conversation 18 months down the road?
Well, you can't really plan for the future
I'm bored
in
of it.
18 months either, can you?
No, I'm bored of it.
Yeah.
You're in, you're not in.
Yeah.
Decide. And that's what I think we've got to do. And then my next question is, Pepe's going. Who's signing the players then? Who's deciding these? What method, what way are we going forward here?
Yeah.
Because by the way, I'm sorry. Listen, I know people joke and they say I have no standards. I've got some standards, and Maresca ain't my standard guy. If Maresca's coming in,
not for me.
We're going backwards.
Yeah.
I know everyone will go, he's a Pep disciple, he's a Pep guy. Well, Arteta's a Pep guy, and I wouldn't want Arteta either, because I'm not paying to watch that football either.
No.
No. I'll wait a year or two to get a league back. I'm not waiting 5-6 years to get a bloody league title in the door.
Nah, fuck that. I still stand by Company, man. I think he's the perfect candidate to come in, and I know you and Joe wasn't in quite agreement with me and LB the other day, but I just think coming straight after Pep, someone who knows the standards.
That's the bit that worries me. You've said it. It's not. I don't want Company. Do you? All right. Let me ask you a proper question.
Go on.
Do you trust this fan base to give Company their time? And I don't mean everyone when I say everyone in that.
I think he's the only person of that would be potentially available in a few years that the fans would be patient and give the time to. That's why I think he's the perfect person to replace.
But if people, I just don't want it. Do you know what scares me? Mine is fear. I think this is where me and Joe were the other day. It's the fear of watching that statue get desecrated on the way out. And I mean, look at the way
fans are fickle. Look at them now. They're already a lot of them are already asking for Pep out. So
yeah. And I said he's won nearly 20 trophies in 10 years, and we're talking about him like he's like Neil Warnock.
Yeah.
I'm like, come on. I understand he can be criticised, but there's criticism and then there's that.
Yeah.
And listen, no manager and no player are bigger than the badge. I've always said if Haaland wants to leave and Foden wants to leave and even Rodri wants to leave, let them go. Nothing is bigger than this club in the manager.
No, and that's why I've been saying all this stream, Martin. It's all about us getting back to the top. And I don't care how we get there and who scores the goals and all this. I just want to get back to playing our best football, man, which is what we've not seen. We've been regressing.
That's what is our best football. What is it?
Exactly. I think it's this free-flowing, high-pressing, pace, interchangeable front 3-4 players that we've seen today and that we saw for a stretch last year. And I want to see it. I want to give it a good go for the next few games, just to see where it goes. Like, it's unfair to make that judgment in one game against Wolves, who I know we were bottom of the league, but they've not been a bad team recently. They've been a little bit
Jay, people were scared going in. You know how
I thought we could have lost today.
Yeah, you know how that place can get nervous.
Yeah.
And there was nerves in that place, even at 2-0.
I want to see it, Martin, see if it can work like it did last year, because it did.
It can work. It can work. See, what I want is that, but I still want the possession. I think we play our best playing possession football, but it has to be quick, high pressed, 1-2 touch football.
Yeah.
You see, my issue for the second half is we fell into Wolves' hands. They made that a basketball game, and we fell into the trap.
Yeah, we did.
That's what I don't like.
Possession, and killed the game.
No, there's a time to just relax it down for 5-10 minutes, take the sting out of the game, and then there's a time to go for it. And Wolves made it a basketball game, and it done. And that's why players will make. By the way, players will make errors when the game's going quick, because instead of playing the 5-yard pass, you'll avoid the 2 passes in between and go for the final ball. You'll try and get it to the front as quick as you can. And that will result in transitional back the other way, and they'll just break on you, which is what Strand Larsen did a couple of times. He caused us some problems because we lost possession and they just went up quickly.
And that's what hurt us the most, hasn't it, in the last few weeks?
I think that's hurt us for 10 years under Pep.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
I mean, Jay, I keep going back to the Leon game.
Oh, I don't think I can ever relive that.
It's like, you know, people say like this high line, and I'm like, does everyone forget Cancelo at Anfield?
Yeah, with Salah.
When Salah turned him on the halfway line. Yeah. I'm like, the difference is we had a Kyle Walker to bail us out of shit. We don't have Kyle Walker there anymore.
This is why I've asked for us changing personnel in the back line for so long as well. I know people don't like that opinion most of the time as well, but with the high line that we play, I think we're more suited to having a Cousinov and a Gay now as well, who can bail us out with that recovery pace that he's got.
The high line is never going away. It's been there for 10 years. The difference is we were winning games with it before.
Yeah.
So, as someone said to me once, when things are going great, you don't notice the bad stuff. When things are going bad, everything comes out. You start remembering everything. The pitch is bad. Everything's bad. You know, the water in the pitch, Jesus, some of the excuses I heard on Tuesday night, instead of just, we were shit. Instead of just saying we're shit, we come out with the water, the pitch. I wrote to UEFA, I've done this. They had the floodlights too bright. They were having snowball fights. What is this, Sunday League football?
I know. There are too many excuses.
We were just shit. We were just shit. I get it. It's okay to say we were shit.
I know.
And by the way, I don't put it all in Pep's corner. I don't put it in all the players. It's a combination. It's a combination of the two. Pep needs to set them up correctly in the right motivation, and then players have to go off with sweat on their shirts.
Yeah, and they've got to give 100%
I don't think some
effort,
of them are
which
doing
they've not been doing. Yeah, they've not been giving 100% effort. I don't care how anyone tries to claim that they're tired and all this bullshit, because you don't need to have energy to just at least try your best and to just fucking fly into someone or just give a little bit of
I've got
fight.
a question for you, because I've noticed you've talked about this in LP. Us as fans, have we misprofiled to Johnny Reinders? Have we misprofiled this guy?
I don't know, you know. I'm struggling with him, Martin, to be honest. I just don't know what he is yet. And I know it's still early days. I just don't know what he does. Like, his defensive work ain't the best. He's not the quickest. He's not the best passer. He gets caught on possession quite a lot. I know his best thing is probably that he makes this ghosting run into the box and runs on past the striker quite well. But aside from that, is he a 10? Is he an 8? Is he a fucking second
That's
striker?
what I'm not.
I don't know.
I don't know, and this is my thing. I think all of us as fans. I mean, I did a video for lads, Luke.
Yeah.
And I think we were all like, he's going to be the signing of the summer. He's going to be this Gundogan regen box-to-box crosser.
He's not that. Yeah, he's not that.
I'm not being funny. I can tackle. With my fucked up back, I can tackle harder than Reinders. He just does. He evades tackles.
He does. He evades contact and 1v1s and duels, don't he? Which isn't good, man. You need that in the Premier League.
Today, I don't think he was good. Thought he was MIA.
I think he was probably our poorest player today, and I did say that at the start of the stream. And I keep questioning just what does he do? Not in a disrespectful way, but I just need someone to point out to me what he brings to the team, because if you can't give me a definitive answer, then how are we supposed to trust him in like the big games that are coming up in the next few weeks?
Well, this is my thing is, I mean, I'm hoping it's just that first season syndrome.
Yeah, because we have seen
everyone's been through. Yeah. Oh, we've seen it with Mena. Yeah. Listen, I'm gonna. Do you know what? And I'm just gonna do my happy clapping bit. So I apologise for this, Jayden.
Get it out of the way.
I don't want to trigger you.
I'll try.
I really don't. Despite all the shit, how the fuck are we 4 points behind Arsenal?
I have no idea.
How?
I have no idea. I think the Premier League, the ceiling has come that far down in the Premier League this year, and the floor has come up as well. Like the teams around the bottom are all capable of beating teams in the top 6 this year, and I just think
West Ham now.
I know it's just a complete shit show of people not being able to capitalise on people dropping points. I mean, Martin, I can't understand how we're still second, to be honest with you. The last 4 performances that we put in the Premier League before today, how somebody's not capitalised on that and leapfrogged us, I will never know. And it's just more of a testament to how, I don't know, how shit, I don't want to say how shit the Premier League is this year, because on the whole, the standard of teams probably got better and people have got more assured.
Well, that's what I mean. Is it a shit league or of the low? Because, you know, mate, I don't want to disrespect because there's some great clubs lower down with rich histories.
Yeah.
How have they just got better?
I think so. And I think teams have become a little bit more shrewd with how they set up defensively. Like, we don't have... Remember, like, when Southampton come up and Burnley came up the first time, when they still came up and thought that they could pass the ball around and play out from the back and stuff like that. I think that sentiment and idea is gone now. And teams are starting to realise, like, you've got to defend, you've got to try and just counter-attack against the bigger teams. Yeah. So I think the floor has come up, but the ceiling's come down massively. The fact that Arsenal are the best team in this league and they just pump long balls into the box and stuff like that. So the ceiling's come down, the floor's come up, and we're playing football in a fucking bungalow now.
Well, the scary thing is, Jay, we're putting up a better challenge, despite where we are, than what Arsenal did on Liverpool last season.
I know, which is crazy.
How scary is that?
I know. But how scary is that? Me, Martin, because we've missed 2 opportunities there in the last 2 weeks where, if anything, I was hoping fucking Arsenal would win against Forest last week because I just wanted to be put out my misery. Because the hope is killing me every week for us to like.
Especially if they go and can do a job tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then you'll spend the whole week, and this is the thing: if we beat Galatasaray and you're still 4 points behind, everyone will go back into the could we? Yeah. Can we just get a run of form? Diaz coming back in 2 weeks, and you're like, right, and everyone will start going again.
I know,
and it's the hope that kills you. It's the hope that. But how many times we've been in this? I was having a look at the league table every time we won the league, and this is roughly where we are. 4 points behind.
I know, but I just feel different this year,
it's
man.
Quite scary. Yeah.
From our team, though, it's the worst I've seen it for ages in the last.
We're going to lose again. We will lose again.
I know.
The thing is, I don't want to wear any of this. A point at Anfield's good in 2 weeks. If they are serious about this league, they have to win at Anfield.
Because people tried telling me Sunderland was a good point away and Chelsea was a good point at home when they had a caretaker manager and after. They're not good points now when we've dropped more points. Like, they're the games that you should be winning.
No, do you know the only thing is, I don't think the performances I don't think the Chelsea one was bad. I think the result was bad. Because again,
we didn't kill the game, though. We didn't kill the game. We weren't ruthless.
You can't have 23 chances and not put the ball in the onion bag.
No.
That's what worries me. That's where the Bodo Glint and the United game were more annoying because we didn't create shit really in any of them.
Nothing at all.
At least Chelsea and Brighton, I saw something of right. We're hitting the post, whatever. Haaland's having enough. There was something. Against United, Jesus, we just rolled over and had our bellies tickled.
No, it was poor. Not even like...
And his fucking idiot is sat in the United box, full of old rags, giving it the larger, and I'm just sat there with my city shirt underneath my suit, trying to be like clever. Like, oh no, that was painful. It was painful.
It's the worst derby I can remember.
See, for me, I'm going to show my age, Jay. You know, I go back to the 5-0s, but I'm going back to Brian Horton. I'm going back to Brian Horton days, and
that's probably a little bit before me. But even
that's what I mean. I'm not going back.
We was beating them 3-1 and 4-1 and quite regularly in those, like Sean Golden and shit like that. Do you know what I mean? So that one hurt a few weeks ago, man. That's one of the worst I've ever seen, I think.
No, see, for me, I've got the one at the Etihad a few years back above it. Only because...
Was that the Ollie one?
That was the day we could have won the league. When you're 2 up at half-time and Raheem Sterling had his own battle with a crossbar and you're like, fuck it else.
Yeah.
And Pogba dicked on us. And I'm like, like you're 2-0 up at half-time and you can win the league. You can win the league against this lot.
Yeah.
And to me, as a kid, that was our dream.
The dream.
To not only win the league, but to beat them in our own garden. And I'm like, nah, that is the one that I was a bit.
Yeah. That was the one that hurt. Pogba header off the free kick.
Yeah, that's the one that hurt me the most. Because I think that was because of what the importance was behind it.
Yeah.
I think that's why that one will always be the worst one for me. But no, listen, today was an exact replica of our whole season. I want to see us just put 90 minutes together
So do I,
of
mate.
good, productive football. And by the way, I'm doing this getting on my tits at the minute. Why is our atmosphere dropped?
I don't. It's
What's
hard to
going
explain,
on?
mate. I feel like it's been flat most of the season when I've been as well. The fans are down, aren't they, man? And I don't know whether that's come from the performances.
Have you seen that? Have you seen the new North Stand prices? Have you seen them? They've come out now.
Nah, what is it?
£2,000.
Is it? Fucking hell, man.
To sit in that North Stand in that new extension.
It's shocking, isn't it? Well, this is what I mean. With all the problems that we had about the ticketing deals and stuff like that, people have just become a little bit disillusioned with how the club have treated us the last 18 months, haven't they? So that probably plays a little bit into it. And the fact that more and more non-fans, shall we say, are getting tickets now on these websites and stuff like that. So I don't know, mate. But it is bad. It is bad because that's supposed to be our bread and butter, that home game. Those home games.
Everyone calls me happy clappy and everything else. You know, my biggest thing for me, my biggest challenge for me, and you probably experienced this now doing this, is going from the stadium into the YouTube world. Yeah. And you see two different worlds.
Yeah, you do.
And I'm emotional at the game, but you know, everyone's behind it and there's none of this Pep out, folding out, Haaland out. Everyone's like,
but then you get home and then that's all you hear and see, innit?
And then you get home and you're like, Foden shit, Haaland shit. And I'm like, what? Like, Foden got a rapturous applause when he came on today, as did Haaland. You wouldn't think there was all this. Even Savio doesn't get as much shit as what people think in the ground.
Not compared to what's online, no.
And I get it, people are emotional. My biggest thing for this season, and I'm not giving up on the title. I'm still there.
Still in it.
I won't give up. I'm clinging by fingernails at the minute. But that's because Arsenal are fucking up, not because we're doing our job. It's because Arsenal are not as good as they all think.
What if they win convincingly tomorrow, Martin? Do you see that as wraps then with the games we've got coming up? Or
no, I've said it. I've said it all along. Tottenham and Liverpool. Because it's one of them. If we beat Tottenham and we beat Liverpool,
after that Liverpool game, then
yes. Yeah. If we lose Tottenham and Liverpool, then it's them. Well, I'm going to be honest with you, we lose
even Tottenham because they're shite, mate. They drew against Burnley today.
Yeah, 10 points. 10 points. We ain't coming back from.
No,
we ain't coming back from 10. Then it's just, finish second, try and get a cups, and then we just finish this rebuild in the summer. We've got to finish it.
I just need a trophy, man.
Yeah, but next season we have got to try and win this title next year.
Yeah, it's got to happen.
We can't go 3 years then.
No, not with Pep's last couple of years at the club, man. I can't deal with it. I can't be honest.
But the thing is, Jay, I want Pep to have a decision by the summer.
Yeah, it's hard, man, because I think with Pep, it all depends on how that season has gone. I've always said I can only ever see him going on a high and off a title win or off a couple of trophies. So I feel like the worse we do, like we have done the last 2 years,
the more
probably commitment we're going to get from him. So you're kind of stuck in a catch-22 situation there, aren't you, where he's sticking around, which is what we want, but it's for the wrong reasons. So
we want him to stick around. We want him to stick around with the carrying on the enthusiasm, like the Pep we got at the start of the season.
Yeah,
not this Pep at the minute. He's going into pressers, being narky with everyone, fighting everyone. Yeah. I was talking to a journalist the other day. I won't say it for obvious reasons. And I said, "What do you think?" Honestly, I said, "Just give me your percentage." And he said, 60-40 stay.
Mm-hmm.
And I was surprised at that.
Yeah,
I was surprised.
A lot of people have been saying it recently, though, haven't they? Yeah.
But the trouble is, it's then who comes in.
Well, in my opinion, there's no one right now that's available. I know
Nagelsmann. Would you say Nagelsmann?
Not really, man. And it's someone who I think the next person needs to be like massive and get respect from the fans straight away. I don't think that. I think it's Enrique or company.
I got 3 names. Enrique wasn't one of them.
No, not Enrique.
No, he wasn't one of the 3 I got. The 3 names I got were Nagelsmann, Company, and Maresca.
Right. Why not Enrique? He suits our style and seems to. He looks like he's on his way out PSG as well.
It wasn't Enrique.
No.
And funnily enough, Nagelsmann was the one I got told was the one they fancied the most.
Really? That fucking surprises me, man. I
thought it was Maresca. I thought Maresca was. I don't want Maresca.
No, I don't.
It's too much. I mean, I know any manager after Pep's a downgrade. I'm not stupid.
Yeah.
But there's a downgrade and then there's that.
No, I know. He's never really had a good, like, full season. Even that season with Leicester when they got promoted, you know, they nearly fucked that up in the last 10 games of that season when they nearly give away like a 20-point lead. So I don't think he's ever gone through a full season having a great year. Even with Chelsea last year, they were stuttering all over the place. Same again this year, they fell off. So I definitely don't want Maresca. No chance.
Oh, yeah, man, I want company. I 100% do want Vinny back. He's home. I want him home. I'm just more timing of it.
Yeah, it's
got to be the right time for it.
Yeah.
But he's destined
to that CL trophy, man. If we're not going to win it, I'm backing company to do it all the way. And then finally, people might agree to him coming because.
Do you know what it is with company? Company bleeds blue. Company openly bleeds blue. Maybe it's just my PTSD with the Solskjaer and the Lampard and all that stuff that's gone on.
He's different caliber to them too.
It's never ended well. Yeah. Listen, and I think company knows the board. Well, he doesn't know behind it, but he knows Caldoon.
Mm-hmm.
He knows Mansour. He knows the club inside out. He knows what the fans will demand.
Yeah.
He knows everything about that football club in and out.
Yeah, man.
Because he was there. He was there from the beginning, from day. You know, and I don't mean day dot.
2008.
He was signed before the takeover.
Yeah, he was.
And so he's world changed, and he's seen it grow from where it was to where it is now.
Yeah.
And he knows, and I think that's why he's always been, no, I'll take the job when I think I'm ready. Because he wants the best for City. He doesn't want to come in. You got to remember, his wife's from Manchester.
Yeah.
His kids are from Manchester. His father-in-law's a rag, sadly. But it is what it is.
Well, that's why I hope that the club plan in advance to have this set up a couple of years down the line, so it's a smooth transition. Yeah. We all know it's going to happen beforehand, and hopefully they've got fucking plans, man. Because surely the club of this size, I've got plans for what the next step is after.
No, but do you know what we're going to do now, Jay? We've got to bounce into Wednesday, and we've got to beat Galatasaray.
100%. Yeah, you know? Going with confidence.
And I know it's going to happen. Gundogan's going to come back and a fucking man of the match performance.
Probably.
I'm going to be like, Jesus,
Sane scores a brace.
Yeah, no, we've got to go for it. We've got to go for it. And listen, do I think Haaland deserves to come back? No, I don't.
No.
But will he come back? Yeah, probably. I think Haaland and Foden. I think they both come in. But listen, I won't be adverse to playing Haaland and Marmush.
No, me neither. Me neither.
Why can't we? It's like the Turkey and Foden stuff. At the start of the season, they worked together. To a point, I was coming out of games going, Jesus, that's like KDB, David Silva.
Yeah, they looked like they were confident.
And then we just stopped.
Yeah.
We stopped.
Yeah.
Because what he decided to do was move Foden back 25 yards.
Yeah.
Foden has to be closer to the goal. Pushing him further away is useless.
He's on the edge of that box, man. He's a scorer that likes to get on his left foot and bang the ball towards him.
Yeah, and I think this is the problem. We're trying to compare him to KDB, and Foden's a goal scorer, and KDB was an assister.
Yeah, he's not with the creative. He's not creative like KDB. Yeah.
Well, look, do you know he scored 110 goals for City?
Yeah, it's wild, man. So put him in the goal scoring positions, not fucking in the midfield.
Because Kevin De Bruyne had played 422 games, 108 goals, 177 assists, which shows you the guy's an assist guy.
Yeah.
Foden, 350 games, 110 goals, so 2 more than KDB, but only 65 assists.
Yeah, it's clear.
So that tells you one is a sort of attacking 8, and one was a 10.
Yeah, well, that's why I prefer it to be Turkey in those central areas, picking up the ball and trying to create. And Foden, I prefer coming in off that right-hand side with Nunes overlapping, and he can have his shots with his left foot, then cutting in from that right-hand side every time. That's the best. Yeah. That's the best Phil Foden we saw in his PFA Player of the Year winning season, where he was just drifting into those central areas from the right-hand side, and fucking bang him on top bins every single game, man. He was on fire, and that's what I want to see him get back to. Put him in his right position.
Forest, what did he do with Foden at Forest? In that last 20 minutes, he pushed Foden as far close to Haaland as he could. Brought Cherky in the game and started playing off each other.
Yeah.
And it worked.
I'd love to see it, yeah. I'd love to see it.
And now he's gone. Foden go 40 yards further back.
As well, sometimes as well.
That's the annoying thing for Wednesday with no Semenyo and no Gay. So we're back to Max Elaine. No offence to the young lad. But you're back to Elaine and Doku. Doku's still recovering from this injury, what Delo did.
Yeah. That's what Pep said, wasn't it? That he's still recovering from that tackle.
Well, I got the text. I think I texted LB, and he went mad at me. He went, no. Yeah, I texted LB. I said Doku's got injured in the warm-up the night before in the stadium. That's why he was on the bench but didn't come on. And I think he's not fully there yet.
Right.
We don't even know when Nico
And he said it was a glancing blow, didn't he, the dickheads?
Yeah, and you've no Rodri, by the way, Wednesday.
No, suspended.
So what I'm doing is I'm putting O'Reilly in there.
Now that Nico G's supposed to be coming back since the derby. So surely we see him in midweek. Surely. Do we know?
I've heard nothing.
No, because really, you'd want to see Nico G and Bernardo in there, wouldn't you? Preferably. But it all depends on his fitness. But surely he's back. I mean, he's been rumoured to be coming back, like I said, since the derby.
I mean, for me, I
2 weeks now.
wouldn't be adverse to O'Reilly. I thought O'Reilly proved himself to be at Newcastle away.
Yeah, he did do well.
When you're going up against that midfielder of Joe Linton and Bruno and all them, and he stood up. And I wouldn't be adverse to a Bernardo O'Reilly midfield.
Yeah. It was.
But this is where play on Wednesday night, play Marmush and Haaland. Play them together.
It wouldn't surprise me if we see it, yeah. You could
play them together.
Yeah. Because you could kind of play Marmush off that left-hand side, but in possession, drifting.
Invert him. Just invert him.
Yeah.
Play Ignora, put O'Reilly in the middle, get Ignora whipping it, going on the overlap, and bring Marmush and whoever is on the right and invert him.
Yeah, man. Sounds good. I'm open to
whether he does it.
Like I've said, this hasn't been like a Haaland witch hunt on here today. I'm open to changes, but I need them soon because I can't go through what we've been through the last month again.
Right? Listen, Haaland will come back. He'll come back.
I hope so, man.
We need to see it. We've got to see it now. We've got to see this Haaland back. And I think once he's back, and listen, Foden and Haaland will both come back. They'll both come back. It's just we need him to come back sooner rather than later.
Yeah, big time.
Not in a month's time. We need them now.
I like what maybe
I'll jump back. Yeah. Anyway, big up, mate. Smash those likes.
Thank you for coming on. Big up, Martin. If you don't already follow, go over to the Mancunian Way. I know you all probably do already. Give him a sub. Give him a like you usually do. Big up, Martin. Thanks for coming on, bro.
Cheers, mate. Take care.
See you later. Right, people. That's it, I think. LP's on a panel show now, so I'm going to go and jump on there. Give them the awkward conversation, the difficult conversation as well. Let's see what the boys have got to say about it. I'll probably get cut now, but I'm willing to fight my corner, against these happy clapping Glazers. Pulpit, LB, Joe Butters. We know they're all going to be there. They're all going to be on my case, but I'm going to head over there now. Thank you all for jumping on as usual. You know what to do. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Let's get to 2K, man. Come on. Like I've said, make your dog a YouTube account and tell your family members. Just follow J Talk Sport, man. We're really trying to get there. So big up, everyone. Hype, like, you know the dance. If you're going over to LB's show, I'll see you there in a minute. But until next time, I'll catch you for the Galatasaray game. Peace out, people. See you in a bit.